I know it's a bit late. We're already past Christmas. Don't know what all of you got from Santa Claus. I told you about some of the things I got. But yeah, one year I got a rather generous Christmas bonus. And so I decided to surprise my mum with a Harrods hamper. And I dare say that sort of won Christmas for me. Uh, because it was a lovely gift with lots of delicious sweets and snacks and some really good tea that she liked. And also had this rather charming teddy bear that she has kept to this day. And those can be quite the collector's items, the Harrods annual teddy bears. So something to keep in mind. I wanted to get one for her, desperately so, and bring it back. Unfortunately, I was traveling rather light with smaller suitcases, and I couldn't manage it. I couldn't squeeze it into any of my bags. So, but yeah, if you ever get a chance, you want a really, really nice gift for someone, a Harrods hamper or a Harrods teddy bear. But anyways, uh, there was a scene in a Bond movie. It starred Timothy Dalton as James Bond. It's called The Living Daylights. It's actually one of my favorite Bond films. Um, he got a hamper from Harrods for someone they were trying to keep in a safe house, and yeah, they opened the contact. I think his name was Yorgi something or other. He opens the hamper and a bunch of different nice gifts, some champagne, some beluga caviar. Um, it's one of those really nice, luxurious, thoughtful gifts. So yeah, we've got. I think this is from the Bond lifestyle, but let's take a look here. Yeah, Bond experience. This guy's cool. That's a short one too.
Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back.
David Zaritsky has become quite the expert on all things James Bond, and he's one of the channels that I really like subscribing to and watching his content. And he's an aficionado who has collected so many. You can see it here in the background. So many things that are James Bond themed or based, and I mean, he even lives it out in his wardrobe. I mean, I believe this is supposed to be a Sunspell polo shirt that I believe Daniel Craig wore in one of the Bond films. But yeah, if you're ever looking for really good James Bond themed content, the Bond Experience, really good, really, really good. I'm already going to give it a like. I don't even need to see it all the way through. I love it. Anyways, let's keep going.
Back.
He's quite
You
the
guys
expert.
crack me up. You do. I mean, and in a good way. I have so much fun doing these videos and then reading the comments from these videos. And it wasn't too long ago that I did my holiday annual gift guide to James Bond type. It's a long name. It's a long video. And in that video, I did a gift where it was an homage to Living Daylights, where Bond and a certain Hamper come into play. And I got Danielle for the
Gave it to the missus. He is a smart man. Looks like he opted instead of the headed hamper, he got one from Fortnum and Mason. And several of the major department store labels in Britain actually have these Christmas hampers available. If you can't get them at Harrods, or if it's not quite the one that you're looking for from Harrods, number one, don't tell the people at Harrods about that. I don't think they could. They might faint from the vapors just over that. But there's alternatives like at Fortnum and Mason, for example, and I believe Marks and Spencer also has Christmas hampers as well. And not just at Christmas time. This makes a great gift year round. So I would dare say it's got a lot more warmth and thoughtfulness to it than say getting a fruit of the month club subscription or gift boxes from Hetty and David or something like that. Get Rexed, heh. Welcome in, Boop the Awesomest. Good to see you. How are you?
Holidays, a Fortnum & Mason custom concierge hamper, which she loved. It's in the video. You can go check
Well,
it
of
out.
course she loved it. It's a fantastic gift, and he's a smart man to go out and do that. Lads, whether you're married, you're in a relationship, or you're dating someone, that's called making a deposit in the love bank. So make yourself a real generous deposit in the love bank with your girlfriend or the missus, and get them a Christmas hamper. Trust me, they'll thank you for it. It'll make their Christmas holiday, and who knows, maybe later on in the bedroom they'll help you make it a Christmas to remember for the both of you.
Out. But so many of you are like, David, if you're going to do a Living Daylights hamper, at least get the right brand right. It wasn't Fortnum & Mason, and which I knew it wasn't. It was Harrods.
Yes,
And
relax,
one of
people.
you out there said, you know something, I'm going to make this right. I'm going to send David a Harrods hamper. And
That's
that's
a mega fan
exactly
right there.
what this is. Now, for the occasion,
Yeah, that is a super fan right there. Well done. And I'm just going to throw it out there. Any of you want to send me a Christmas hamper? I'm just going to put the throne page up there on the Twitch chat. Any of you want to send me a hamper from Harrods or Fortnum & Mason? You do not have to twist my arm on that. I will say yes every time. A hamper, aka free food. Yes, really delicious free food at that. As we're about to find out with this Harrods hamper from a superfan to David Zaritsky here. Which, by the way, encyclopedia levels of knowledge on all things James Bond with him. He is actually one of the go-to experts for a lot of the sort of behind-the-scenes books that have been written about the whole world of James Bond. I know the authors of From Tailors with Love, talking about the suits and the clothing of James Bond. Zaritsky here was someone they interviewed prolifically about all of that, just because he knows so much about everything James Bond. A Gucci hamper? Not really a Gucci man myself. Harrods or Fortnum & Mason, or maybe something from Marks and Spencer.
for the occasion, because this just blew my mind that somebody would send me the Harrods Living Daylights hamper that I have not opened it. Here's the knife. Here's the box. We're going to do an
Swiss
unboxing.
Army knife, good man.
But just the fact that somebody would take the pains to do this. First of all, it's fun. It's the holidays, so it's cool. It's a fun
That is
gift.
quite generous
So
of them. These
I am
hampers are not
dressed
cheap.
in the Living Daylights Timothy Dalton to you. Shirt from NPL. It's the cashmere one. I've got the Tag Heuer.
Oh, yes, that's right. His watch was a Tag
glow in the
Heuer
dark
in Living Daylights.
watch. It's kind of like the
Jubilee
one from
band,
the
very
movie, but
nice.
it's not all black anodized. It's my version, if you will, because I want this to be special. I don't know what's in here, but this was a great scene, a fantastic scene. Remember Yorgi
I love this
from
scene.
the Living Daylights? He's kind of the nefarious individual. He is
Played by
I
Jerome
don't know.
Kern, fantastic
There's
actor.
a private chef in this hideout that he's in right now. It's the safe house that Bond has put him in to hold him safe. How you like that for an easy one?
Funny how that works.
And in that, he's clearly not happy with what the chef has put together. So Bond comes in.
Yeah, so sorry, Yorgi. We're all out of borscht, and you're going to have to make do with Polish vodka rather than the Russian stuff.
With this Harrods hamper filled with the goodies that Yorgi likes. And Bond gives M the receipt, and M nearly blows a gasket.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
May I help you?
No, thanks. I'll manage.
They're expecting you in the drawing room.
Thank you.
Yeah, they are fairly light, those hampers. They're not that heavy.
Come.
Hopefully we're not getting a copyright strike because of this.
James, I will never forget what you did for me. Thank you so. What's this?
Such great acting from
From Harrods, a godsend. The food here is horrible.
The foie gras is excellent.
Da. As Russians say, hearts and stomachs good comrades make.
By the way, I love that jacket that that Jerome Kern is wearing. I love that pattern. Of course, it really is appealing to the Scottish in me.
What's this, caviar? Well, that's
late
peasant
Robert
food
Brown.
for us. But with
He's not Bernard Lee, but he did an excellent job as M. And gosh, I forget the gentleman next to him, but he's playing the part of Sir Frederick Grey, the Minister of Defence. And of course, Bond, looking absolutely dapper. I believe they had gone back to a lot of the old ways with his suits after Sir Roger Moore departed. So I believe that's supposed to be an Anthony Sinclair suit, and I believe the shirt is supposed to be from Turnbull and Asser. Both, Anthony Sinclair was, I'm trying to remember where he was located. It wasn't on Savile Row. He was in Mayfair, I know that much. But Turnbull and Asser, Savile Row, all the way. Well done.
champagne, it's okay. Bollinger RD, the best.
The brand on the list was questionable, sir, so I took the liberty of choosing something else.
Superb, Mr. Bond, superb.
May I suggest we resume the debriefing?
Absolutely, go ahead. I'm all yours.
We're going to take out my trusty knife and open this and find out what's in the box and what does Harrod bring to the table. But first, there is on top here, let me cut it open correctly.
Something
Isn't
from
this
customs,
fun?
perhaps?
Ina Garden moment. So I'm going to open this up because there is a green Harrods
Oh, yes, I remember.
envelope that I'm going to open
That
up
came in the post whenever I
and see
ordered
what's
Mum's
in
Hamper.
here. Now, again, this is not something that was premeditated. I think it's a wonderful gift that has been given.
No, that is a
Oh,
lovely
Look at that.
surprise.
Look at
Oh,
that. We
that
get a
is
lovely
pretty.
card from Harrods with love. Ha!
Yes,
Love it.
always.
And this is a thank you from the gentleman that was nice enough to send this to me. I don't know if he wants to be named. Maybe I will name him. But I will cut open this because this is,
Probably
again,
best to find
blowing
out
me away.
before you start shooting the video.
Usually the giver, not the getter of gifts. So this is so much fun. Oh,
And you know what's so amazing, chat, is that these hampers are reusable, and they make excellent carriers for many, many years to come. It's it's real, authentic wicker, genuine leather straps holding things together. It's brass hardware. They're very well made.
and right off the bat, we've got the Giant H. This thing is heavy. This thing is really heavy.
Can
so
be,
this
depending
has
on
got
what's
some
inside.
heft in there. And again, I have no idea what he's put together. I had to cut because this thing is like I said, it's got
Yeah,
some weight to it.
they
First
are
of all,
bitchy to get
beautiful
out of the
hamper,
box.
very well made, a little bit more sturdy than I thought it was going to be. Beautiful
Well, you're expecting
leather
less.
fasteners
Yeah.
on there, which
Oh,
we
you
are going to
underestimate the
undo.
British.
You know, this is my favorite Timothy Dalton movie. I do like Living Daylights
Same,
better than Licensed
same.
Kill. Hey, not here to talk about better or worse on this. Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, I have to tell you
Oh, what have we got here? Got some hot chocolate, English breakfast tea, in bag form, not loose leaf, sea salt and rosemary crackers, and looks like a tin of shortbread cookies. I mean, a lot of the rather traditional fare, so we're off to a good start already.
display itself is unbelievably beautiful.
Ooh, orange fondants.
I wanted to acknowledge the notes that they give you. First of all, again, from Harrods with Love. Pretty Bond, like they're acknowledging their Bond roots. Dear
Yes.
Sir, Madam, important product allergy alert, so it does talk about the allergies. And then it says this note with hampers with a heart, and it talks about how all of this has been put together in a very curative
Looks like we've got some sweets in there. Maybe mixed nuts or something like that.
way. Better. And that the hamper itself is environmentally conscious. The stuff
Oh,
inside is
yes.
biodegradable. So let's take a look at that. And even the box that it ships in is also biodegradable. But look at all these pieces. Let's go through and see what we
There's a
have in
lot
here.
there.
Let's see how close it is to the living daylights. Well, first of all, we've got these tins are beautiful. You've got
Yes, they really are.
50 different tea bags, English breakfast tea bags in here, in this wonderful tin.
Yeah,
I'm keeping the
sturdy
tins
stuff.
afterwards. Am I building a living daylights display with it? And did Yorgi get one of these? I don't know, but it's English tea, so it's got to be good, right? Then
Oh,
we've
yeah,
got
it's
some
good.
rosemary crackers with sea salt to go on Yorgi's beluga caviar, maybe.
Well, normally you'd use like blinis or something like that.
All right. We've got some all butter shortbread cookies. So much for
Those are
hashtag
good.
Bond Fitness Challenge.
Oh, come on. It's all butter. It's good for you. In moderation, of course. You just have like 1 or 2 shortbread biscuits with your tea.
I'm doomed. I'm doomed is what I say. Very nice.
You'll be
First
fine.
ingredient is wheat flour, so I don't think Danielle's going to be partaking in that. Ah, but she will have some of this. Hot chocolate. I think
Hell
Yorgi
yeah.
had hot chocolate, right?
Look at that tin too. Especially it's got like a latch system, almost like a Kilner jar. I love it.
He had to have. A luxuriously smooth hot chocolate created by Harrods by a master chocolatier. Amazing.
Probably one of the best
Wow,
chocolatiers in
look
the
at the
world.
sugar levels
I mean,
in
it's
that.
only the best. It's
Yeah,
Harrods.
that's going to be energy juice. But again, these tins are so beautiful. Everything kind of working in here. What Harrods clearly does is they think about the pomp and circumstance. And if you remember back to the film,
Yes.
there was a certain pomp and circumstance to not just Yorgi getting these victuals. I said victuals, but to also getting something from Harrods. This orange fondants. This is a thing. By the way, this is such a
Oh, God, those look so good. Oh. A lady chattily crisis just looking at the things.
British thing. Putting orange and chocolate would never happen. Would never happen in the United States. Not typically. But that is such a British
not
thing.
typically.
But that's what I like about it. I want
You can thank the Teddy family for that.
British treats. I don't want like Kit Kats and Snickers. Dark chocolate disc filled with orange flavor, fondant.
I'm sorry, did he say Schnickers? All right, I don't think that's how it's pronounced, but whatever. He must be hungry. You're not you when you're hungry.
Cream. Digging that. All right, all
That
right.
sounds delicious. Orange cream and dark chocolate.
Then
Yes,
we've got
please.
traditional coffee. All right, here we go, folks.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's what I want. Omni grind,
Good
fresh
tea,
roasted,
good
medium roasted
coffee.
coffee beans from Colombia and Kenya. Yes, please. So I have tea.
Oh,
I
a
have
blend
hot
of
cocoa.
Colombian and Kenyan?
Right?
Yes.
And then what are these? Chocolate hazelnuts, chocolate pistachios, and cocoa dusted almonds. So schnacks. And nothing says Yorgi
I'm sorry, it's a little bit cringe when he says schnacks. Anyway.
and living daylights like having schnacks. They're not snacks, they're schnacks.
Please
You know,
stop.
sometimes during the holidays,
David, please stop.
you're at an MI6 safe house in the country. Milkman delivers some ice cold milk that doesn't explode. And you
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, it's more of the explosive variety. Especially if you're lactose intolerant, am I right? Hey!
want some schnacks. You want some butter cookies and some schnacks. So those go
Please
extremely
stop,
well.
please. That's
And
cringe
what do I
when
give
you
you?
do that.
Oh! If you want to know what I'm a sucker for, it's not just James Bond. It's
is it?
lemon curd. Seriously, I
Oh,
love lemon curd. You
yes.
can ask Danielle right now. I have
Thank
at least
you.
2 things of lemon curd in our pantry right now and one in the refrigerator.
That's one of the things that I love to get from World Market because they've got a selection of British foods, some orange marmalade and lemon curd. Both of them fantastic on toast. Oh my God. I don't know if any of you have ever had lemon curd. It's delicious. It's like this sweet lemony spread and just a light layer on your toast. One bite and you're just nut. It's that good.
because if I run out of lemon curd, the world she does stop. Lemon curd. I put it on everything, pancakes, you name it. Lemon curd. And this is
Yeah,
like
you basically spread it like Nutella.
legit Sicilian lemon juice, lemon curd.
Yes,
Yorgi would approve.
that is the way.
Harrods should invest in a Yorgi approved type thing. Oh my gosh.
They do.
There's a second level to this. First of all right, just to give you an idea,
Styrofoam peanuts.
there's a whole second level.
What do we got?
Now Danielle's going to love this. Oh my gosh, what?
What
Iberian
is
ham flavored potato chips.
Oh.
I love
very
me some
crisps.
ham. This
That's
is
ham
amazing.
flavored?
All right, well,
That's-
I'm in for that.
That's new. Never seen that
I know,
before,
this
but it
is
sounds
like
tasty.
the thing that never ends. Oh,
What we got?
sometimes you
Chocolate bar?
just gotta, sometimes the old ways are best. The Harrods traditional milk chocolate with a caramelized biscuit. This is the bougie version of the Twix bar. Look it up. If you don't know what a Twix bar is, my apologies for your life.
Yeah.
It has
No,
been
that's
hollow
that
and
really
absence
is.
of meaning until you've had a Twix. But this is the Harrods bougie version of Twix.
It's a bougie Twix, yeah.
I'm
Very good description.
I feel like a proctologist. I'm searching for something. Lumps, bumps. Ah, all right. We've got
His hand and arm is completely up that up that basket's arsehole.
raspberry jam. I think there was a raspberry jam in that. I'm going to go back to the, I was going to say Betamax.
Let's
David, how
fucking
old are you?
go.
I'm going to go back to the Blu-ray. And Farmhouse Pickle, chunky, delicious, and full of flavor. I'm going to have to investigate what they mean by that. Because not the greatest description of
pickled
something, but
cucumbers,
pickle,
I know that much.
that actually sounds good. I'm just making sure that there's nothing left in here because, wait, one more thing. Seville. I was just in Sevilla. They're oranges. Oh, it's the tart, sweet, and bitter, thin-cut orange marmalade from Sevilla.
Yes.
How neat is that? Well, first of all, I'm loving this. I may actually take this Harrods hamper and display it right there in my Living Daylights display, or I may display it in my office because it's so cool. Thank you so much for sending this. What a wonderful surprise Christmas gift. How funny that somebody did this based off of a brand disconnect that I had in one of my videos. But that's
I probably can imagine why there was like no champagne and no caviar or anything like that. I know Harrods does have hampers that contain alcohol, usually like champagne, brandy, things like that. And I think they also have ones with fancy foods like, you know, caviar and pate. But a lot of that stuff, especially the caviar, I believe needs to be kept refrigerated or even frozen. I could be totally wrong about that. I believe same for the pate, or at least it's ideal if it is. But yeah, the alcohol in particular, that can be hard to ship overseas just because of like import duties and myriad of regulations that we don't have any time and interest to get into. Yeah. So the ones that you see for export to other countries, especially to the United States, are probably going to be sans alcohol and some other fancier foods.
That is the organic nature, 100% organic nature, just like the coffee, of this channel. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what the audience is going to do. And I love flying the friendly skies of this audience because of things like this. All right, had to talk to you about that. Harrods hamper correctly from Living Daylights. And this has again been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. Take care.
Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful. Nice little close-up there of all the goodies. Yeah. I mean, that really will.
Thanks for watching the Bond Experience. If you like what you saw, why don't you subscribe
Give it
to
a
the
like.
channel by clicking this button
Subscribe.
right here. We'll keep you up on everything new that's happening in the world of Bond. And speaking of something new, here's something new just for you because we know you so well. Talk to you soon.
The Christmas Eve special. Fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. If you have any thoughts, questions, or ideas for future videos, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. You can also follow me on Twitter @LordRexworth for more updates and behind-the-scenes content. And if you want to support the channel, check out my Coffee or Throne pages. Links are in the description. Finally, be sure to visit LordRexworth.com and follow me across all platforms. That's LordRexworth.com. Until next time, I wish you all the best, and God bless.